Hello everyone and welcome to Shelby This Week. Top news stories, team names unveiled, a new trail connection in Shelby, and breakfast with St. Nick. All this plus much more, but first, unicorns, beavers, and diamond hoppers play ball. Charlie Cadotto was at the unveiling for the new names of Utica baseball teams.
$12 million. That's the investment made by a Rochester-based sports company to build this ballpark in Utica.
For us, it's absolutely the most wonderful thing that's ever happened.
Jimmy John's Field is expected to open in June. The company's president tells me construction is ahead of schedule on the 2,000-seat stadium. And that's why now is the time to reveal 3 new leagues and start selling suites and season tickets.
This isn't something just for the city of Utica.
An assembly was held at Epler Junior High School recently to unveil these 3 new teams: the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers, Eastside Diamond Hoppers, and the Utica Unicorns. Have you had a project this big before?
Nope. That I can answer in one word.
Utica Mayor Jacqueline Noonan says this is a major investment for a town just under 2 square miles. For ballpark leadership, they say that's exactly why they're here.
Well, Utica's a great little town. We love the fact that it was the second largest school district in the state of Michigan, so lots of kids and lots of households and lots of families.
Utica Superintendent Christine John says the company and school district are in talks for possible partnership projects in the future. The company's already making a good impression on the school district, donating $1,000 this week to the Superintendent's Scholarship Fund. County officials are excited about this project, hoping it will bring more good news to the area.
This is going to be one that's going to be a template, one that he's going to showcase, and it's going to be showcased right here in Macomb County, creating an opportunity for us to be a destination location for people to say, wow, we got to go to Utica, we got to go to Macomb County, we got to go check out that ballpark and enjoy some of the features and amenities, not only in the ballpark, but around the park as well.
For Shelby This Week, I'm Charlie Cadotto.
All right, Charlie, sound like fun new team names. Good news, new trail's been in the works in Shelby and it's now complete. Parks and Rec Director Joe Youngblood walks us through trails and connections.
Dub Heron from the Beautification Committee come to our office and he wanted to let us know about an idea that he had about this new trail system. So we could get our maintenance staff, Mike Marquette, our grounds foreman, they walked the trail, came up with this great plan. So it incorporates, there's a loop over there now. So from Gene Shepherd Park, you can walk to Yates Cider Mill, all the way down the Yates Cider Mill Trail and back to the back end of Gene Shepherd Park. Beautiful trail, goes along the Clinton River, comes back all through the woods. Really excited about it.
Yates even gave money for those bridges. 1,000 people have used the new trail already. And Joe Youngblood says if you get lost on the trail, just smell for fresh donuts and you'll find your way out. Stealing property is a major crime and happens more than you think. Nick Buckler reports.
The holiday season is upon us, and that means giving. The new way to give is online shopping. So be sure to protect yourself from crime.
People are ordering online items for Christmas, and they're not paying attention to the delivery date or delivered by either the UPS, FedEx, or the U.S. Postal Service.
Last year, a number of packages were stolen from the porches of residents. The police are suggesting you pay close attention to the delivery date and time of your packages.
Thieves are watching delivery trucks in subdivisions and businesses, and when the packages are delivered, trucks pull away and they go to your porch and grab whatever you ordered.
If you aren't going to be home at the time of your package's arrival, contact a neighbor or family member to pull it inside. For Shelby This Week, I'm Nick Buckler.
Good information, Nick. It's a great Shelby tradition, the Township Christmas Aglow, coming up on Thursday, December 3rd at 7 p.m. Come out to this great event held on Shelby Municipal Grounds. Festivities include caroling with Eisenhower High School, Santa's snack shop for hot cocoa, coffee, and cookies. There will be a marshmallow roast, horse-drawn wagon rides, a kids' craft section, and of course, Jolly Santa lights up the Shelby Township Christmas tree. This season is time to create lifelong memories at this Christmas Aglow, and remember to dress appropriately for the chilly weather. And another great event coming up for you and your family, Breakfast with Santa on Saturday, December 5th. You do need to purchase tickets. There's 2 times for this event, 9:30 a.m. or 11:30 a.m. at the community center. There's also dinner and dancing with Santa Claus on Thursday, December 10th at 6 p.m. at Cherry Creek Golf Course. You need tickets for that event as well. Call Parks and Rec for more information, 586-731-0300. Coming up, a vigil held and the Detroit Institute of Art comes to Shelby. We'll explain after the break.
Hello, I'm Thomas Cook, the music director of the Macomb Symphony Orchestra, inviting you to join us for our winter concert, Holidays at the Movies. It will take place at the Macomb Center for the Performing Arts at 3 o'clock on Sunday, December 13th. Tickets are on sale at the Macomb Center box office at 286-2222. Kevin Walsh, historian and movie maven, will join us in the presentation of movie clips from the past and from the present that have a Hollywood theme, the most prominent of which is Dmitri Tiomkin's music for It's a Wonderful Life, which we have yet to play. It's a wonderful suite of compositions that underpin that old movie. Kevin will present the film clips on screen, then the orchestra will play the music for that and several other movies, and we've done this in the past with great success. Audience loves it. Come join us on Sunday, the 13th of December at 3 o'clock at the Macomb Center for the Performing Arts, and you will enjoy the music and the movies that will be presented to get you into the festive mood for the season. Santa Claus will join us at the end of the performance. There will be candy for the children and a carol sing-along to conclude the concert. I'll see you then.
A vigil was held recently at Oakland University for the attacks on Beirut and Paris. The attack on Beirut happened November 12th, Paris attack the very next day. Students marched in unity at Oakland University in a stance against ISIS. The candlelight vigil was also a chance for Muslim students to distance themselves and Islam from ISIS. The sentiment was echoed by more than 100 Oakland University students and faculty members, prompting peace on campus. After the peaceful march, the group held a moment of silence for the ISIS victims from Beirut to Paris, from Syria to Iraq. Sterling Heights Police Chief Michael Reese announced he will be retiring from the department after accepting a position with the Huron-Clinton Metro Parks Police Department. Reese has been with Sterling Heights Police for 37 years, and until a new chief is selected, Police Captain John Berg will serve as interim. Community Relations Director Bridget Doyle said the search for a new chief will include a recruitment period, and candidates will go through an assessment process. The finalists will be selected by the city manager from the top 3 candidates. The city manager's selection will require confirmation by City Council. Reese's first day on the new job, November 30th. Thomas Pippa, who was out on bond, was sentenced to 3 to 6 years in prison recently for selling fake Eminem Rihanna concert tickets. Pippa had repaid $600 of $1,640 he had scammed. Judge Joseph Toya agreed to release him on bond November 4th after Pippa agreed to pay the remaining amount after 3 weeks. Pippa, who has several prior felonies, blamed his inability to pay back the money on getting fired from his job after an article about him appeared in the Macomb Daily. Pippa had stolen money from 2 female coworkers for a concert in July 2014. Freedom Hill Amphitheater will be taken over by Palace Sports and Entertainment, handling all marketing, sales, and day-to-day operations for the Sterling Heights venue. Freedom Hill will still operate under control of Tom Salaney's Luna Entertainment and a 20-year lease with Macomb County, with Palace Sports and Entertainment's existing management of DTE Energy Music Theater, Meadowbrook Music Festival, and the Palace of Auburn Hills. The company now has a grasp over Metro Detroit's busiest summer amphitheaters. According to County Executive Mark Hackle, Freedom Hill is popular by artists and fans. The first round of 2016 show announcements will be released soon. Artwork made its way to Shelby Township recently. Stacy Sansaterra tells us more about this fascinating display and, more importantly, how it got there.
What's inside this semi-truck just might surprise you as the DIA visits the suburbs. DIA Away, a mobile interactive classroom for students, pulled into Morgan Elementary recently. This fully furnished 53-foot double expandable trailer provides a rich educational program.
This is a mobile initiative and outreach program that the DIA has to get out in the Tri-County area and support the millage supporters by bringing the presence of the museum out into these farther reaching areas. Hopefully encourage people to come visit us, but it's really about just having a presence in the community and sharing these big ideas that the museum can communicate.
Inside, students can discover some of the ways artists think and have the opportunity to try out creative thinking skills at digital and hands-on stations.
I mean, it's important to get early on in somebody's life to establish creative thinking being important, because sometimes the data-driven side of school is really the thing that's focused on more, and the idea that creative thinking can help you in all aspects of schooling is something that's sometimes ignored, that if you're a creative person, you'll do better in math and science. Those are things that you really need that creative thought for. So just expanding the horizons of what learning is and how to approach it.
And expanding those horizons is an exciting prospect for the teachers.
It really ties in because the deeper thinking, the creative thinking, they don't do that every day. Sometimes it's just paper, pencil. But in life, we have to problem solve. So when you're creating something, you're always problem solving. How should I draw this? How should I create this? It's really goes with that deeper level thinking we want to teach the kids in life. Everything's a problem solving skill, and life is problem solving. So it's really art. When you're drawing something or you're creating something, it goes along with those problem solving skills.
The students were excited to explore their creative sides.
The artists, they do a lot of different and creative things to make their art. We did lots of technology stuff, and we got our imagination working.
How important do you think imagination and creativity is?
Like 10 out of 10.
Yeah? Do you consider yourself an artist?
Not really, because I'm pretty bad at drawing, but everybody can be an artist if they want to.
DIA Away is one of the many ways the DIA shares its world-renowned resources with the Tri-County area outside the museum walls. For Shelby This Week, I'm Stacy Sansaterra.
All right, Stacy, looks like a great place to go. Students competed against each other with Legos at the Thunder Quest annual First Lego Robotics Team event. 46 robotics teams from across the region, 12 from Utica Community Schools, took part in the largest Lego League tournament in Michigan. Henry Ford hosted the event that helps introduce students to real-life challenges. Gabriel Weichart from Team Master Bearded Brains explains more about the tasks at a robot's hand.
Well, our robot is made to complete certain obstacles on a board that are made out of Legos. Well, we have multiple objectives involving the obstacles, including recycling certain colored Lego bricks.
Team Master Bearded Brains from Schweitzer Elementary was in a heated competition at this robotics event. The group of 6 showed that their teamwork skills were top droid.
I think that it's one of the best robots we have, I've had throughout my robotics career, because this year we can control it through touch sensors.
Last year was Master Bearded Brains' rookie season.
We're running a lot more missions and a lot more complexity, so the kids keeps the kids very busy, so we're moving attachments on and off. So a lot more complex, a lot more missions for the kids. Well, the theme is recycling, so there's a lot of blue and yellow and black blocks on the board. So you have to pick them up and recycle some, and you have to dispose some. Obviously the kids can't touch anything, the robot has to do all the sorting and disposing.
Every team at this all-day event had a unique robot, but one thing was clear: This Lego mission showed teamwork at its finest.
They're awesome. They're a great team. You know, they've really come together. They have a very complex mission, so they're focused right now. I'm really proud that they're focusing.
The top 8 teams will advance to state tournament this December. And we have an update. The team Master Bearded Brains made it to the Southeast Michigan Championships. Congrats to that team. Imagine you and your family settled in at the Thanksgiving dinner table, just about full from turkey and stuffing. But one more thing needs to be done: dessert. That's where a local bakery comes in.
I'm Tony, very nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Would you like the receipt?
They come and go, but I think Tony is going to stay here. He's a keeper, and everybody loves him.
My mom taught me a lot of techniques and things about baking, and I used to read a lot, and I used to watch a lot of video on YouTube, and I kept practicing and practicing. This is like basically my hobby. After coming back from work, that's what I would do.
He's doing great, actually, and he's here all the time. I think he totally loves baking because he's here more than I'm here, and I'm here all the time too.
I'm not here to get really rich. I'm here because I really enjoy what I do, and even though it's a small town, it's very supportive, and they just like to encourage small businesses.
He makes really good stuff. Everybody raves about his stuff, so I think he's going to do really well here. It's definitely a great addition to Frontier Town.
And when he came, I told him it looks like he's going to have a bright future ahead of him, and I was not wrong.
It's all about consistency, always, being present from 8 to 6, but having the same product every single time, and it always tastes the same. That's the main thing.
All right, go ahead and bake my day. What goes better with music than motor cars and Merlot? John Martin reports on this next orchestral event.
It was an evening of motor cars, Merlot, and music at Stahl's Automotive Foundation in Chesterfield Township. The event was held to raise funds for the Macomb Symphony Orchestra and featured wine tasting, live music, and a collection of fine 20th century automobiles. Terry Cottons, an administrative assistant at Stahl's Automotive Foundation, tells us about this fine collection.
The collection began about 25 years ago when Mr. Stahl had come across a 1930 Model A, and he had received it and was showing his children how the vehicles ran and what the vehicles were like, and basically loving the history of these vehicles. And from that point on, it just steamrolled into what you see today. Most of the vehicles here you can see are not roped off. You can get up close and look inside the vehicles and see the interiors, see the dashboards, how they ran. If you would like the hoods raised, we have plenty of volunteers and docents here that will be able to raise that hood for you, give you all the history, and tell you about everything about that vehicle.
We're calling this event Motor Cars, Merlot, and Music, and we have 100 people plus here tonight enjoying themselves, enjoying the view of these 70-plus vintage automobiles, having a bite to eat, and a convivial atmosphere that supports the kinds of things that everybody enjoys doing. See a lot of people that I haven't seen in a good long time, and a lot of people that I see fairly regularly. This is presented by the Board of Directors of the Macomb Symphony Orchestra, and we had a good time this evening. Been a very successful event for us in terms of making new friends, in terms of putting a few dollars in the bank, and in terms of spreading the word about the Macomb Symphony.
And that was John Martin reporting. And don't forget to check out the upcoming Holiday at the Movies event with Macomb Symphony Orchestra on Sunday, December 13th at 3 p.m. at the Macomb Center for the Performing Arts. In health news, it's okay. Go ahead and indulge on Thanksgiving Day. And here's why. Giving yourself permission to eat a little more during the holidays helps you control your weight in the long run. Studies say that if you acknowledge that you're going to eat a little bit more on Thanksgiving than usual, you won't feel guilty or negative about it later. So don't eat a whole pumpkin pie, but if you indulge a couple of times, it won't lead to a major weight gain. Another study shows that on average, people gain about 1.5 pounds during the holidays. So focus on moderation and portion control. Try to stay active and count calories during your Thanksgiving dinner. We've got this week's job hunt for you. Jobs in and around Shelby Township. First job, Boston Market is looking to hire a catering delivery driver. You drive around in your own vehicle, work flexible hours, and earn extra cash. Applicants must be 18 years old, possess a valid driver's license, and have access to a car and cell phone. Next job, Rally House is hiring a manager in training. Rally House is a specialty sports boutique that offers a large selection of apparel, gifts, and home decorations representing local NFL, MLB, and other sports teams. Manager in training would work with sales, clients, human resources, and loss prevention. Next job, this one's great. A local resident is looking for a babysitter for her 3 boys, ages 6, 3.5, and 1.5. She's looking for someone energetic, happy, and caring who will play sports, hide and seek, and of course, tag. Applicants will also need to do food prep and clean up the house. For these jobs and much more, go to our website at shelbytv.org. We have a road construction update for you. Here's what's going on in and around our roads. Updates on 24-mile Detroit Water Sewer Department water main project. 24-mile road between DeQuinder and Romeo Plank and Shelby and Macomb Township limits. The entire stretch of road is open east and west bound. But residents take caution. Lane closures will still happen once in a while for water main connections throughout the rest of this project, which goes through July 2016. And paving construction will resume in the spring of 2016. Up next, trimming trees in Shelby. Stay tuned.
I'm your Chief Animal Control Officer, Jeff Randazzo, and I just want to take a moment and talk to you about the Gibraltar Trade Center adoptions. One, we're very thankful to Gibraltar Trade Center for allowing us to do adoptions, and ever since its inaugural grand opening on August 29th, we have adopted out more than 50 animals every Saturday from 10 to 2. So if you are looking for a pet or family member, we'd love for you to come there. Again, it's Saturday 10 to 2 over at Gibraltar Trade Center in Mount Clemens. And we bring all the animals, the homeless animals, here from Macomb County Animal Control that were picked up in your community. So it's your way of getting involved. And thank you for all your support. We truly are blessed to have you here.
Our local library enjoyed lighting up some trees for the holidays recently. Paul Morrow tells us about a great local tradition here in Shelby.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go, and this was especially true at the Shelby Township Library recently. The library held their annual tree trimming event on November 19th, and many Shelby Township residents came out to enjoy the start of the holiday season. We talked to Library Director Katie Esther to learn more about this wonderful township event.
As you can see, we had our annual tree trimming event today, and over 60 adults and kids came to eat cookies, listen to holiday music, decorate our tree, and make their own ornaments to take home. It was a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for families to come out in Shelby Township and celebrate the holidays with the library. In addition, we had over 45 dozen cookies baked by local bakers donated to this year's event. We're so thankful for all of our volunteers. We hope you come out and celebrate the holidays with us next year, or just come and take a look at our tree.
camera, say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
You and your family can spend the holidays with Shelby Township by checking out some other festive events happening right here in your own backyard. The library, senior center, and the Parks and Recreation Department all have inexpensive and enjoyable programs to keep everyone busy during this holiday season. This is Paul Morrow reporting for Shelby This Week.
All right, Paul, those trees look beautiful. And that's Shelby This Week. You can watch us online all the time at shelbytv.org. And don't forget to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/ShelbyTWPTV. And on a personal note, this is my last newscast. I want to thank everybody here at Shelby TV. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. I love Shelby Township. I love Shelby TV. And I think we owe it all to Phil Nye, who was a previous news anchor here. I love you guys, and I'll be around.